Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce week 11 to you, which is October 22nd through the 28th. We're going to be looking at the preterite tense. You're going to want to study pages 200 to 203 and pages 267 to 274, and then review pages 108 to 145. After completing this week's assignments, you should be able to use the preterite tense to talk about events in the past. You should also be able to read 4 short texts about 2 friends trying to juggle schoolwork and their personal lives, about Angela Portillo Escobar and the activities she needs to complete before going to a concert, about Sara and the delicious dessert she made, and about Rufino and what he did last weekend. You should then be able to answer some short questions on what you have read, which demonstrates your ability to comprehend Spanish or written Spanish. You want to start at, all this week's work is due on the 25th. And so you want to start out by watching your instructor-made videos. You've got videos on the preterite and the imperfect, the difference between the two, and then just on regular verbs in the preterite tense. After you've watched the videos, you'll want to open up the class participation form, click on the thread, hit reply, and post any questions or concerns you have about the material covered in class this week or any other questions or concerns you have about the class in general. Then you have 2 reading comprehension quizzes. So for the first one, you'll open it up and you'll read about Mauricio and Roldan. There's a conversation between the 2 of them, and then you'll read an excerpt about Angela Portillo Escobar, who's getting ready to go to a concert and all the things that she has to do before going. Okay, when you're done, you're going to hit attempt quiz now. You have 3 hours, which is way more than you need to complete it, but you only have 1 attempt. And here's the passages again, so you can keep reading them or look back for the answers you need. You've got a few fill in the blanks. Remember that I have to go back and manually look at these if you weren't able to put in an accent mark or if you misspelled a word. I mean, I would encourage you to please spell them correctly, but I'm not checking in this particular activity, and so I have to manually go back in and give you back points. The rest are true, false. You just click true or false. When you're done, you hit finish attempt, and then just be patient and wait for me to go through them before you see your final grade. Okay. The other one works pretty much the same way. You're just going to open up Reading Comprehension Quiz 4. You've got a paragraph about a person who's preparing arroz con leche and another one about Rufino's weekend. When you're ready, you're going to hit Attempt Quiz now. You've got 3 hours and 1 attempt. You can look at the passages as many times as you would like. Again, there's some fill in the blank, which have to be manually graded. The computer will grade them, but just remember I will go back in and look at them again. And then true, false questions. And when you're done, you just hit finish attempt and it will come to me and I will look at them. Okay. You also have assignment 11 where you're going to visit my language labs and complete these SAM activities and these extra practice activities. So you can click on the link. It'll take you out to my language labs. And once you've logged in, it should look like this. Hit the course calendar or the to-do list. And your assignment should, then click on the date and your assignment should pop up in the middle. You just need to click on each one and complete them. You can do them as many times as you would like before the due date, but if you're doing them more than 3 times, I suggest reaching out to me so that I can help explain to you what you're doing wrong. And that's everything that you have for week 11.